Hello, RuneScapers. Today I have something very special for you. If you remember, I made this video about a hardcore Ironman that I rushed to TOA and it ended in this unfortunate way. Well, I ended up making this video about it, and that was one of my most successful videos I have ever made, if not the most successful. And so after a couple days passed, I started to miss the fun I was having and decided to do it again. So here is the Hardcore Ironman TOA Rush Part 2. This video begins where the last one ended, at the Champion of Scabaris. This was the boss that killed the last hardcore. It's pretty much a huge endurance test. You have to run around the room from this boss, because if you get too close, he'll use the shadow attack that killed me on the last account. And so you need a lot of run energy, especially when your damage is really low. Since this is a low level account, I'm in here for quite a while. All I had for run energy was a super energy and 8 purple sweets. So that adds up to 160 extra run energy, 260 total if you count what I start with, which ended up just being barely enough. As you can see, I just barely had the supplies to clear this.
Fucking got him. Let's go. I thought I was gonna run out of energy, dude. I was at 26.
Beating this boss meant that I unlocked the last boss of the quest. This is the Menophyte Ack, and this boss is hard. On a high level account, not so bad, but on this account, I just found there was no way I had enough supplies to make it through. And eventually I found a video for One Defense Pures that showed this method where you have to switch prayers between what the Ack is using and what the minion the Ack summons is using. And so if you're able to switch those prayers and still dodge the lightning attack, you can get through this fight taking a lot less damage. So even with that strat, I had just enough supplies to just barely beat this boss.
Yes! I fucking got him! We got TOA, dude! Oh my god, with nothing left. Okay, here it is. On a hardcore Ironman, I have unlocked TOA in 4 days and 9 hours. Dude, you done. You done. Oh!
I needed Dragonstone Bolt E to complete the TOAs with, so here I was at LMS.
He went up the ladder. What the fuck, bro? Oh, is he serious? No way you fucking did that. Is he running again? Why is this guy always running? Dude, what an obnoxious fucker. Where the fuck are you gonna go, man? I feel like this is somebody fucking with me. I hate him.
Once I had all the supplies I need, I grabbed all the gear I had managed to build up and headed in. Now the first room is not too bad. It's this alligator puzzle where you just have to not get hit by these spikes and the green pools, and you just bring water to this tree. Next up is Zebek, the first boss I would fight. Zebek is a giant crocodile who uses special attacks which causes waves to come across the map, and the other one which causes poison to appear, and if you don't get behind one of these rocks in time, then you will get hit by this giant scream attack. So you really have to dodge all of these attacks, and other than that, Zebek is not too bad.
Is that it? Zebek completed.
Next up is the Path of Scabaris puzzle. This is pretty easy because I'm a Runelight user. It just sort of tells you how to finish these puzzles. Next boss is Kefri. Kefri is a dung beetle. Main attack is this shit attack where you get knocked back and part of the map is blocked off with shit. Another thing Kefri does is will summon these scarabs, which you need to kill quickly, or it's possible they'll do a lot of damage to you. And other than all that, you just have to dodge these explosions that appear every few seconds.
Boom, Kefri.
After you complete your first two bosses, the raid gives you some potions and supplies. These are really overpowered potions and supplies, better than anything I can make on this account, so these are huge for finishing this raid. Next up is the monkey room, and most people seem to hate this room. There's a lot going on. You have to attack these monkeys with all different styles. The monkeys attack you with all different styles. You have to repair issues in the room or you'll take massive damage, and this takes like 4 minutes to complete, sometimes more, sometimes less. So it is known as one of the more stressful rooms. Next boss is Baba, and Baba is the boss I'm generally most worried about. If you do not do enough damage quickly enough, this boss can become very overwhelming because she will summon little monkey minions that will start adding up a lot of damage. They'll open up the coffins will also start attacking you, so it just gets messy real fast. Fortunately, this wasn't too bad. I was able to get decent DPS here and clear the room.
Yes. Let's go. Nope, we just have Akka left, bro.
The last puzzle room is this mining puzzle where you have to mine some of these barriers down and place mirrors so that the beam of light will hit this statue, and then you mine the thing in the middle. And it takes a couple of minutes, but it's pretty easy. And the final boss, before Wardens that is Akka. Akka walks around the room for the first phase. You sort of attack him with Mage, and then he starts cycling through combat styles, and you have to do this little memory puzzle. So there's a lot of mechanics to this fight, but once you get it down, it's not so bad. When you get the final hit on Akka, he heals himself, and you have one final phase where there are these white clouds flying around the arena, and every time these hit you, they do a pretty big amount of damage. As long as you can dodge them and keep hitting him, you'll be fine, but unfortunately, as you can see here, I was not able to do enough damage in time. Used all of my supplies and had to telly, so the first attempt at TOA was not a success. Decided to give it another try. This time I had this incident here where I did not have my ranged weapon on. I tried to melee this boulder, and once it was about to hit me, I decided to teleport out because I did not want to get into a messy situation. The next day, I was out of supplies from those previous attempts, so I started doing some pest control. I actually really like this game. Every 5 or 6 games, you get enough points to buy one of these herb packs. And the herb packs give you 2 or 3 Raynars every time, so this is how I was able to get some more prayer potions. I ran it back and was able to get through the first 3 bosses with no serious difficulty. And made it to Akka. Akka went pretty well, and this time I was able to kill him.
Yes, I did it! Okay, new PB, we're at Wardens.
Before you fight the Wardens, the raid gives you a huge package of those overpowered potions and supplies.
Come on, life, be like 9 and 9. Oh, look at that.
The first phase of Wardens, you have to fight this weird little obelisk thing where you have to stop it from charging up and dodge these pyramids. And once you take this out, you have to fight this guy as you running all over the map. And you have to keep switching styles. It's this phase where you special attack his core, and once you blow that up, you go on to the final phase of Wardens. In the final phase, you have to constantly dodge these tile attacks that the Warden is doing. You're also praying against the attacks from the crocodile on the left, and you have to dodge the falling rocks from Baba over on the right. And once you get Warden down to the last of his health, he switches to this mode where you need to dodge all these shadows and still dodge the attacks from the 2 minions. Until Warden is finally dead.
Woo! Let's go! It is done. 4 days, 16 hours. Give me a purple, please. Oh, let's see what you get for a 0. Big money, big money. Ooh, the cache of runes, 28 rubies, 7 battle staffs. This is the best loot this account's ever seen.
I decided to try adding some invocations just to see if this account could handle a level 50. And Z-Back was fine, the next boss was fine, but Baba became the problem. And like I mentioned before, I just didn't have enough DPS, so the monkeys started attacking. They opened up all the coffins. Those started making the whole room dangerous, and things just got stressful. I used up all my supplies and did end up having to telly.
Unfortunate. Alright, that was a good attempt at a 50 though. Sure about the hammer robes? Yeah, that was obviously my mistake.
Well, I had done it. I rushed another hardcore to TOA. And this time I actually got the clear. So I guess that means it's over for this account. Or is it?